Hey lovely sex hobby people, welcome to today's video, which is going to be issue 30, Warhammer Combat Patrol. It's 2 paints. We get Agrax Earthshade and we also get Mechanicus Standard Grey. I use both of those, so that's great. So come and join me on the desk and we will have a look through. Here we go then, Warhammer Combat Patrol issue 30. Skipped a week simply because I did 3 weeks in one episode. But ta-da, we have some paints. So wasn't particularly on well. We have Agrax Earthshade and Mechanicus Standard Grey. I use both of those a lot. And we have how to paint your models, updates to your models. So we are looking at adding in Agrax Earthshade to stuff that we have painted red, or the Rakarth flesh, so the inside of the cloaks, the purity seals, the pages on the book which the chaplain has on his bike, cloaks, helmets, pipework, that sort of thing. So yeah, a lot on the Space Marines. So they're even coating the Crux Terminatus on the shoulder pads for the Terminators, and that's what they're going to look like. It's interesting to know, did they do okay, so they didn't put any brown onto the guard, the flame guard on the pyroblasters, to show you how to layer them up using Agrax Earthshade as kind of like a pin wash on certain things on your Eldari and on the inside of your Farseer's cloak. Yeah, so nothing on the nids though, right? And again, highly annoying. I'm having to fanny around. Damn. With this. Come on, GW, can you get it together, please? Check your quality control. So yeah, as I was saying, pin wash on your Eldari as well. So we have for our red read section, G, Eldari number 16. This is talking about Harlequins. Now I like Harlequins. I think they're absolutely brilliant. I love their aesthetic. However, I just don't think that I would be able to do them justice, which is why I haven't bought any. But yeah, you get Shadow Seers, Death Jesters, Solitaires, and then you have your troops, as in a troop of acrobats, rather than a troop of cavalry. So troop being spelt T-R-O-U-P-E-S, rather than T-R-O-O-P-S. The Realm of Chaos. The warp is a dimension of endless strangeness. Within its bounds exist many things, and some take the form of malevolent entities and demons. Of these, some in particular have caught the notice and imagination of real space species and reach out to spread their influence beyond the confines of the immaterium. So you have 4 chaos gods. You have Khorne, which is the blood god. You have Tzeentch, which is the god of change. You have Slaanesh, which is the god of excess and decadence. And then you have Nurgle, which is the god of disease and pestilence. Then we have Chaos Space Marines for red read section H, Chaos Space Marines 01, because we should be coming into, in the next 10 issues, we should get all of our Chaos Space Marines for the Combat Patrol, and then the extra Terminators. We should get the extra Wraith Guard as well for our Eldari by issue 40. Chaos Space Marines are furiously violent groups of former Space Marines who have been corrupted and twisted by the taint of chaos. They pursue their horrifying vendetta against the rest of the galaxy with pitiless brutality as they slaughter and destroy all those who dare to stand in their way. So, unfettered ambition, alliances of convenience. So in the same way that Space Marines, loyal Space Marines, have chapters, the Chaos Space Marines have war bands. And obviously there are different war bands for different types of Chaos God. And then we have Play, Core Missions 02, Archaeotech Recovery. Am I missing a page here? Or not? No, this is just a G, Core Missions 02, Archaeotech Recovery. So I wonder if this is just a core mission within the Combat Patrol rules. And then core rules, number 4, so we're moving on to the movement phase, if you'll excuse the pun. Talking about advanced moves, fallbacks, moving over terrain, flying models. So certain flying models, ignore terrain, etc. Reinforcements, transports. So transports have a transport capacity, and then some transports have a firing deck, which allows you to have a certain amount of your transported troops fire from that deck. And then there's the disembark rule for when you've done your movement, or before you do your movement even. You might disembark your troops and then move the transport. Rules for that. Okay. And then showing you how far you need to disembark, etc. And embark, disembark, and then destroyed transports, what happens there. And then to look forward for the next 2 issues, we're going to get some more paints. In this case, it's going to be Harlequin Flesh Shade and Uruk Flesh in issue 32. But in issue 31, we're going to get the Chaos Space Marine Dark Apostle, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah. Now then, we have 2 paints. So I use both of these. Mechanicus Standard Grey is pretty much my standard grey for base coating the buildings. I just think that, you know, these STCs, standard template constructs that churn out these prefabricated building parts, they're all just going to be standard one colour. So that's my base colour, and then I just dry brush highlights. And then obviously Agrax Earthshade I use Agrax Earthshade a lot for tinting red. I find that it's much more forgiving over red than say black. But I also use it to shade gold and in some cases brass as well. But yeah, those are what we have. Those are our 2 colours. I hope you enjoyed that. It was a very quick video, but I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next video. All right, take care. Bye-bye.